Hey, good morning everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss Pre-Market Report for January 17th, 2017. I'm Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. You can see we're still holding near highs up here, trading between 2260 and 2270. We've come a long way since election night. Here's the election night low. That's the 2028s. And since then, we've rallied all the way up here and gotten as high as 2277. We've fulfilled the 100% expansion of the election night key range right into the 100% expansion target, which was 2276.5. So we only went 2 ticks beyond that target, basically. And that's where we are. We have 4 days until the inauguration, which means we could continue to drift higher, kind of a buy the election and sell the inauguration, perhaps. But you have to be very, very careful. Overall, this thing continues to quietly push higher. There's not really a whole lot here in terms of a catalyst here to really get us going at the moment. But what we do see is prices kind of forming this little ascending wedge here. Those typically break to the upside. And so should price push through 2280, there's a quick test into 2295 and perhaps even higher. And any failure to hold above 2280 could test the opposite side of the range into 2225 and perhaps into that 2214 LVN, which is still a significant LVN. And should it be retested, again, provides another opportunity for bulls to defend. So right now, not a whole lot to really watch out for here other than watching for potential expansion into this zone. If we can push through 2280, there could be more upside. But as long as we stay inside this range, it's a very difficult range to really find any type of great trading opportunity. So you have to continue to be careful at this time. Here's a look at the intraday time frame. On an intraday basis right now, you can see that overall, since Friday's close here, price has gone significantly offered. Every pullback has been a selling opportunity. So far, you can see just recently price dropped into these lows at 2257, just outside third standard deviation, and bounced all the way back up to 5-day VPOC, and that's where we currently are, just above VWAP. So right now you can see that we've had a little bit of a bounce. Any rotation back toward 2260 short term could provide an opportunity for bulls to defend and squeeze back toward recent highs at around 2267s. And perhaps a little higher, but right now, again, there's not real significantly great trading opportunities at the moment, so you have to be very, very careful and cautious at this time. Okay, let's take a look here at crude oil. Here's a look at crude. Let's go to the higher time frame. What you'll notice in crude in the higher time frame is that it continues to hold in that range. We've had a range that continues to develop here, basically from 50 up to about 55. Price got through that 51.67 and 52 zone before. That was almost an indication that we could see a move back toward value, but the very next day, price pushed right back above 51.67, rejecting all prices there and pushing right back into the range. So we still have a range, 55 down to 50 perhaps. That's the range that we have so far, and again, we're just trading inside the range. Nothing really to do at the moment. Again, what I mentioned before was just seeing acceptance at these new price levels is significant, and being able to maintain acceptance above 52, as I mentioned several months ago, would suggest a continuation towards 62 down the road here. So this is a very important spot, but again, if prices cannot maintain acceptance above the top of this range here, or the bottom of this range here, 51s, that could put some pressure on the downside. But for right now, we're stuck right in the center of the range, and again, caution is best. Taking a look at the intraday time frame, what you'll see right here is that price has pushed higher, almost the opposite of what we've seen in the ES. But first, here's the close here, basically trading around the previous week's close, and right now going bid through it. You can see there's been a range right here at 52.70 and the bottom at 52.10. Very, very nice range that's developed, and price pushed right through the top there. So 52.70 here is a zone where bulls want to keep bid for a shot at higher highs on the day, but any failure to hold 52.70 rotates it right back down to 52.10. All right, let's take a look at gold futures. Here's a look at gold. Gold has been by far the most bullish here. Very, very strong. We saw the push above 1145s. We talked about this little range right here. And when price was able to push through 1145, 1146 half there, we knew that defending it right back on this high right here, or prior highs, could lead to a move right into 1190 and 1200. And we've seen that play come to fruition. But it's been a very, very steady and slow move up, very clean uptrend. I mentioned before that even if this is trying to reject here, the flow is still to the upside. It's still going up. So right now, gold may be tipping off the market a little bit here with the way it's been progressing higher over the last 3+ weeks. And any rotation to the downside right now is still an opportunity to buy this thing as it continues to push higher. The next zone above could be previous support here. That's 1240. That's right about these levels here where this thing sold off, and once it failed to go any lower, it's been making its slow march back up. So 1240 could be a very good target to look for throughout the rest of the week. And once we get to that level, we'll know a lot more. But right now, the flow continues to be to the upside. Lastly, let's take a look at the NQ here. The NQ shows that price has pushed to the 50% expansion target of the November election range. So here's the election night key range. Price attempted to push through the top of that key range early on, rejected, and came back to the midpoint of the range. Bulls then defended off that midpoint and pushed through the top. They were also able to defend a retest of the top, and now they're sitting here at 50% expansion. So this is 50% expansion from the election night key range. That's the 50-40 half, and that's right where we are right now. If this were going to push higher toward the 100% expansion target, that would take us to the 5201s, basically. That's the zone right there. So that's the 100% of this range right here. If you forecast it from the breakout, that would take you to 5201. So there could still be more upside in the NQ ahead. The one thing that we were looking for was watching 49.94. That was the key level last week, 49.94. I mentioned if price holds above that zone and fails to hold it, we could see a return back. But after price pushed higher a little bit, I mentioned that bulls will still want to defend that level for a shot at new highs, and it was a perfect defense. Price got to 49.90, returned, and is now trading back above 5,000. So very, very nice push here and hold. So that's going to continue to be a key level there. But this thing continues to flow higher as well. On an intraday basis here, let's take a look. There we go. On an intraday basis, again, the flow is to the upside, but you can see right now, short term, we've had a rounded top here, a little bit lower highs. So bulls were coming in and defending, but lower and lower highs, and now we've kind of rounded back off. The level held right here at 50.30, and that's a zone right there to watch. If prices can't hold 50.30 again, we could be looking for a move into an LVN below. That's 5,007. But any pullback still likely to be seen as a buying opportunity in the short term. Again, that 49.90 down here was very, very important, and price pushed significantly off that level. Here was the zone we were talking about, 49.94 half. Price got into 90 quarter, and then since we've rallied significantly. So it only went against our zone by less than 4 points, 3.75 points, and then rallied in our favor by 70 handles. So it's been a significant push off that zone. The expectation would be that pullbacks are still buying opportunities for a continuation higher toward 51.41 and perhaps into that 52.01. All right, that's it for now. Let's see how this plays out heading into the rest of the week. I do have one announcement. Our signature setup series begins today. The first one is already recorded and in our on-demand training. If you want to be a part of this 4-day event the rest of the week in our trading room, you can gain access for just $19.95. So for under 20 bucks, you'll have 5 signature PivotBoss setups in addition to 14 days access in our trading room. And again, that all starts in the trading room today. So please join us at pivotboss.com/trial offer. All right, that's it. Let's see how it plays out the rest of the session. Good luck and trade well.